Hello, my name is Jack Sullivan, and welcome to the Wheelhouse. Right next to me, I have...
Lawson Boutros.
I'm Grant Truitt.
And I'm Oscar Griffin.
And today, we're going to be making mid-season predictions of who is going to go and win the World Series. I, personally, have the Dodgers winning it all in 7 games versus the Atlanta Braves. They are two very evenly matched teams. But I think the Dodgers just have a little more power here. I mean, Max Fried is for the Braves, but Shohei Ohtani for one, Freddie Freeman, Clayton Kershaw on the pitching side, Mookie Betts. They have a bunch of these players, really good averages, one of the best teams in the league right now. I just think they have the star power over a loaded Atlanta Braves team as well with Max Fried. And Spencer Strider, unfortunately, missing the season so far because of a torn MCL. But I'm going to go to Lawson.
You know, there's a lot of controversy over who's going to win the World Series this year. It's very up in the air so far. And we have we have the Texas Rangers, who won the World Series last year, but just barely tagging a wild card spot late in the season. They did not win their division, and it looks like they're not going to win their division this year, losing to the Mariners. But you never know. I could see them tagging a 5 or 6 wildcard spot and making a run, maybe even to the World Series. If they were to play an NL team, I think it would be the Philadelphia Phillies. They're very solid. Devastating loss after being up 3-2 against the Arizona Diamondbacks last year. But I think the Rangers are going to take it home.
Grant?
I'm going to have to say the Cubs are going to take it home against the Yankees in 5 games because the Cubs' pitching last year was really their problem, and now it's starting to get better. And along with that, their defense and their hitting's just always been there. You brought Cody Bellinger in, and then for pitching, you brought in Shota Imanaga, who's one of the best pitchers in the league and probably going to win NL Rookie of the Year. So, yeah.
Yeah, right here, I'm going to have to go with the Phillies. I think the Phillies right now are just a force to be reckoned with. I think there is no pitching that can stop the Phillies' high-powered offense, mostly Bryce Harper, and Bryce Harper can just do anything. And the Phillies' pitching is still doing pretty good, and the Phillies are very consistent. I could see also the Astros coming in the AL with the wild card spot and making a long playoff run, and I could see Phillies-Astros and the Phillies winning in the end.
Okay, so you want a rematch of the 2022 World Series, then?
I do.
All right. So, any questions? No. Okay. So, let's get to let's go ahead and go to the NBA Finals. So, I think that the Mavs are going to beat Boston. I mean, I think Luka and Kyrie are just a better match than Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I think that the Mavs have a better team just overall. And, it's more, I just think their offense is better than the Celtics offense, which is really going to be the end of the game, really.
I got to go with the Mavericks as well. It's kind of like one of those teams that cannot be stopped. I picked the NC State Wolfpack to win March Madness this year simply because they could not be stopped. And, man, they made it all the way to the Final Four. The Mavericks cannot be stopped right now. They're going to win in 6 games against the Celtics. They just have a better core, and they're going to pull it out in the end.
I'm going to have to disagree with both of y'all on that and say that the Celtics are going to win the NBA Finals because I really think Tatum and Brown can really just tear apart the Mavs defense, and the Celtics can surely lock up Luka, and Kyrie, he won't be that big of a threat. And then Tatum's just a great shooter. Brown, great hustle. So I think the Celtics will beat the Mavs in 6 games.
Not to interrupt the show or anything, but why don't you think Kyrie will be any problem at all for the Celtics?
I think that he won't. I think he's gonna choke.
Interesting. Okay.
Right here, I'm going to have to go with the Celtics. The reason why, I think this will be a very interesting matchup because, in my opinion, the best 2 players in the series are both on the Mavs. But then the next 5 best players are the starting 5 for the Celtics. Shows that while the Mavs have Luka and Kyrie, the Celtics have depth. So that I still see the Mavs winning a couple games, but I say Celtics win in 6.
Okay, well, that's all we have time for today. Make sure to tune in tomorrow on KBBL 1256 Radio. See you later.